I have many things to share with my sons that they're not quite yet ready to understand. And to my grandchildren down the line. I have many things that I would love to share. But if I had to share my final thought, it would be to understand that your parents, if they were indeed trying, your parents did the best that they could, to the best of their knowledge, the best of their ability, and first and most of all, to the best of their obedience in what they believed that was correct in front of God in their hearts. I'd say to you, don't be bitter by the mistakes that your parents made. Don't be bitter whether they meant it for good or they had evil in their hearts. And if they meant it for good, understand that they just didn't have, at that moment in time, a better level of understanding on how to do their job as a parent. If they were indeed trying, don't be bitter, but be better. Be better than they were by learning from their mistakes, by learning from their errors as a parent. Try to find it in your heart to comprehend that if they were indeed trying, everything they did was to try to lead you to a more righteous life, to a more upright way of living, not for their benefit or for their selfish greed and wants of some kind of a legacy of who they were, but for your benefit. For your benefit down the line, for the rest of your life. Because they were thinking of your future and not of their own. Don't be bitter, but be better in understanding. If they were trying, that they meant well in everything that they did. And they did it with whatever limited knowledge they had on how to do the job of parenting. Because in reality, it is more than just a job. It is not a job, but it's a lifelong commitment. It's a commitment that carries on. Because then you yourself will be tasked with the responsibility of another life. So don't be bitter for the mistakes, but be better. And find it in your heart to love them for what they did